Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the origin story of our childhood cartoons. In this episode, we're going to dive into a new scary theory about Coraline. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, the link will pop up above. Make sure to check them out. If you're brave enough to ruin your childhood memories, let's get into the video. Most people have at least heard of the 2009 stop-motion animated movie Coraline. Every time I watch it, I notice something new and appreciate even more how much thought went into the film. Of course, the creepy vibe and beautiful animation stand out, but the storytelling goes beyond what many films animated or not usually do. Fans have come up with many theories about the hidden meanings in Coraline, and it can be tough to add something new to the conversation even years after its release. But one detail I think hasn't been fully explored is the film's use of bugs. Bugs are everywhere in Coraline. People often think of the final spiderweb scene, but there's more. The room with the small door has bug-themed furniture and wallpaper, and at one point, the other mother even eats a bug. The other father rides a mechanical praying mantis. Coraline's bed has dragonfly decorations that later come alive. Her bedside table has a mantis-shaped stand, and bugs show up in the shower and as mosquitoes. Coraline even wears a small bug-shaped hairpin throughout the film. And funnily enough, the only car in the movie is a Volkswagen Beetle, or Bug. This might seem like a joke, but given the film's attention to detail, it's likely all intentional. For example, dragonflies in European folklore are called devil's darning needles. They were believed to sew shut the mouths of misbehaving children and even cause blindness or deafness, which ties directly to Coraline's central conflict. The praying mantis also plays a role. First, it appears as a harmless photo stand, but later, the other father uses a mantis-shaped machine to attack Coraline. In nature, mantises are often seen as wise, peaceful creatures. But in Coraline, even this symbol of wisdom turns against her. These bug references add layers of meaning to the film, reinforcing its dark themes in subtle but powerful ways. But Coraline flips the idea of bugs to create horror. The praying mantis, which is usually seen as trustworthy, is used to control Coraline by putting the other father in a violent position. Then there are the beetles and cockroaches, which seem important yet small at the same time. They serve as most of the furniture in the bug room, almost like helpers for the other mother. One explanation for this is that cockroaches and beetles are always around but often unnoticed, making them good stand-ins for furniture. Furniture is lifeless, which also gives it a sense of immortality, like cockroaches that can't be killed. This ties into the other mother's desire to live forever. And then there's the spider, which is at the heart of the story. Anyone who's seen Coraline remembers the web scene where we learn the other mother is actually a spider, a monster spider. Spiders in folklore are often linked to fear. Freud said that dreaming of spiders represents a mother who devours her children through possessiveness or guilt. Spiders are symbols of webs, ancient knowledge, creativity, feminine power, and even creation. Coraline often encounters the other mother when she's in a dreamlike state, which mirrors how the other mother traps Coraline. All the other bugs in the movie seem to work for the spider. They try to harm Coraline and share one creepy feature: their button eyes. The spider theme runs throughout the story, from the opening scene where Coraline's doll gets stuffed to the way the other mother only eats bugs and has empty plates. She also doesn't have vision like a spider, and she uses her surroundings to trap Coraline rather than emotional connection. But why all the bugs? It's not just to be creepy. I think they serve a bigger purpose, especially when considering the devouring mother idea. The movie focuses on the complex mother-daughter relationship, and bugs, power, and control are used to explore this theme. In the end, Coraline is about control. In the film, we see how control shows up in different ways. For example, a dog owner can still own their dog in the afterlife, just like an abusive relationship or a busy work schedule can take control over Coraline's father. Humans also control animals, like hunting banana slugs or using circus mice, and even control other humans. The film uses the idea of a spider controlling its prey, like Coraline, to show this theme. There's a small but eerie moment in the movie when Coraline and Wybie are talking, and they suddenly stop when they see a balloon floating mysteriously into the top floor of the house. Without saying anything, they follow the balloon as if they're drawn to it, like moths to a light. This feels even creepier when you realize the other mother controls this world and probably put the balloon there to lure Coraline once she started questioning things. In that moment, Coraline seems to be the prey, like a bug trapped in the spider's web. In a blog by Lottie McGuire, she explains that in fairy tales, insects are often asked to do impossible tasks, much like the bugs in the other world. The other mother uses these bugs to lure Coraline, and she survives by controlling them, just as the other mother stays alive by stealing the souls of other children. Spiders also survive by controlling, making webs, and taking the lives of other bugs. But spiders don't know any other way to survive. That's just how they are. The same goes for the other mother. While Coraline's real mom is emotionally distant, the other mother loves Coraline, but in a selfish, insecure way. She needs Coraline to feel validated. This is a twisted form of love, and it all connects to the way the other mother refills Coraline with bad stuffing in the beginning, which adds another layer of horror to the story. The film suggests that Coraline is, in some ways, a reflection of her mother. But despite the dark themes, the story ends on a victorious note when Coraline destroys the other mother by throwing her hand and the doll down the well. It's also interesting that Coraline's real mother works in gardening. Studying bugs and how they affect the environment is a lot like how the other mother views Coraline as something to control or get rid of, rather than love. In the end, there isn't a hidden subplot about the bugs, like the cockroaches having their own secret story. But bugs are still a key part of what the film is saying. The power struggles we see in nature, even the smallest ones, reflect the same kind of struggles that can happen in families. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out Coraline.